Good evening, everybody, and welcome to At Lafayette Live for Monday, August 19th. I hope everybody's week is off to a great start here, as I hope it is on every Monday. So, as you drop in, let me know where you're at in the chat. Where are you watching from? Are you here close in the Lafayette area, perhaps Lafayette or West Lafayette? Somewhere in the state of Indiana? Yeah, let us know as you come in. We'll wait a couple of seconds here if people drop in. It takes a couple minutes to get everybody logged in. We start at 7, but I know that you guys don't want to sit here watching me doing all my prep ahead of time. So it takes a few minutes to get everybody loaded in. Give me just a second here. So what you guys been up to this week? Anything fun? School went back here in the Lafayette area last week. There was one Lafayette Christian school went back. Well, they're back now. They were on the 15th. They were the last to go back. Everybody is back now. The Lafayette School Corporation, the West Lafayette School Corporation, Tippecanoe schools, everybody here in town, the Lafayette Catholic schools, Lafayette Christian is back. So school's in session. Purdue started today. If you go and visit campus, take your patients with you, especially around class changeover time, which I think is around 20 minutes after the hour. So if you can avoid campus around then, I highly suggest it. Very, very highly suggest it. So, yeah. So let's get started here. What's going on in the Lafayette area? So, some good news for Lafayette manufacturing. And well, actually, before we get started, I'd like to remind you that I'm Jeff Gooch, your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice with the Russell Company powered by At Properties. And if you're looking for a home here in the Lafayette area, check out all my contact information below. So some great manufacturing news here in the Lafayette area. Caterpillar, who is, I was going to say, one of the oldest manufacturers here in town. That may not be quite accurate, but they've been here for a very long time, has announced that they are expanding. So they are going to be doing two things. They're going to modernize equipment in the existing facility, which is absolutely giant, and they are also going to add on more building to the existing building on the back side of the building. There's a big field back there. You can see Caterpillar Park from there, but absolutely huge. It's going to be a $725 million expansion. So almost $750 million going to be spent here in Lafayette, upgrading and expanding the large power systems plant. They make giant engines that are used in backup power of various kinds, in electric power, on ships, in the mining industry. You've often seen them going down the road, even if you didn't realize it, giant generator-looking things. They look like this. Here, I'll show you a picture. Let's get this out of the way. They look something like that. Giant generator engines that get packaged into other things. But you see them going out of town on the backs of semis, on the backs of flatbeds, on trains here in the town. So that's pretty exciting. You know, there's so many places in the country where manufacturing is shuttering, where it's contracting, where it's getting smaller, but that's not the case here in Lafayette. You know, so many people talk about, oh, you're going to Lafayette, Purdue University. And yes, it's true. West Lafayette is the home of Purdue University, but that's only the beginning of the story. Lafayette is truly a diversified economic base. We're a manufacturing town, we're a university town, we're a high technology town, we're a retail town, we're a dining town. We have all of the things that contribute to a healthy economy, and this $725 million renovation and expansion by Caterpillar here in town is really a testament to that fact. So really, really cool there. Take a minute, hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps us out with YouTube, lets people know that, hey, we're here. Come check us out on Mondays at 7 o'clock, and you can check out our 200 or so videos about the Lafayette area, about fun things to do, about tasty food in the area, great shopping, about real estate, fun homes, where to live, where the up-and-coming neighborhoods are, where the investment opportunities are. There's all sorts of information. Go check it out, but hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're looking for a home here in the Lafayette area, I'd love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. Please go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, fill out the form, and let me know how I can help you out. So that's bit of news number one. Let's go over to some news at Purdue University. So the Purdue Memorial Union unveiled a $47 million renovation and facelift to the Purdue Memorial Union just a couple of years ago. And one of the things that they did is they changed the ground floor into this kind of open concept dining area. Think modern dining hall, these things that you see in large urban areas where there's a bunch of different chef-run kitchens throughout the one area, as opposed to the old school dining hall that you would see at a college where you'd go through the buffet line. And they opened with 12 restaurants down there. Well, 2 years on, they are replacing 5 of the restaurants. And the 5 restaurants that are leaving are Barbecue District, Burger 101, Chef Bill Kim's, Fresh Fare, and the Pizza and Parm Shop. Now, I've got to admit, I haven't eaten much down there in the 2 years since they opened the renovation. And one of the reasons why is because of the prices. The few times that I've been over there, I was just kind of shocked at how high the prices are. And the Purdue Food Company, who is the division of Aramark that runs the Purdue Memorial Union dining options for Purdue University, have said as much in their press release. This year, they are removing the option for students to use their meal swipes at the Purdue Memorial Union. So now they're going to have to pay for food individually as opposed to being able to use their meal swipes. Don't know why Purdue has decided this. I could guess at a whole lot of reasons, but I don't have any insider information on that. But in the press release and in some of the language that they've used to talk about, they are specifically looking at replacing some of these restaurants with restaurants that are going to have value items that are priced under $10. $10 for lunch at a quick service place. Now, I know I'm old and I remember the day when you could get, a cheapo fast food meal at the drive-thru for less than $5. You really struggle to do that now. I get it. Food prices are up, but $10 just always kind of felt like a lot down there. So they are working on getting these value offerings. But that means there's going to be an offering or two that are under $10, but most of the menu is going to be $10 or over. So it's going to be interesting to see how this fares. I always kind of had questions about how long that this particular concept down there could work. Now, the flexibility that the various stalls give them means that if something doesn't work, they can pull one out and put something in, as opposed to having to change out the entire floor of restaurants. But we'll see how it goes. They've announced the restaurants that will be available this year, and I'm going to butcher some of these names, so forgive me, but stick with me. Atish. It's going to be a halal contemporary kitchen, which this is one of the things that I thought was really cool about the whole concept down there, is that they're able to offer food and cuisine beyond the normal fast food, because as we know, the Purdue University campus is a very diverse collection of people from around the world, from cultures that have foods nothing like we have here. And so they've tried to introduce some of that. I can't speak to how authentic some of the food is down there, whether it meets the criteria to be good or not, but I'm going to go with at least they're trying. So they're going to have chicken tikka, beef shish kebab, falafel, or lamb and beef shawarma down there. It sounds tasty to me. If they can deliver on the flavors, then I'll give it a whirl. The pizza place is going to be called Any Way You Slice It. They're going to offer pizza by the slice and, of course, calzones and breadsticks. They're also going to have breakfast pizza and cinnamon rolls. Now, I got to say, the Purdue Memorial Union, in my estimation, does not have a great history of having good pizza. Maybe this will be better. I hope so. The third new restaurant down there, Burgers Plus Fries. This is a build your own model, so you can customize your own meal, Subway style, I suppose. One of my problems with burger joints is I might be an outlier here. I like my burgers a little on the rare side, and nobody wants to cook it that way, and I understand why. But I do not like an overcooked hockey puck of what once was beef. The next restaurant that's opening down there is the DSJ Asian Grill. DSJ Asian Grill. So it's going to be run by the same group behind Sushi Boss, which is already down there. So the two restaurants are going to be able to share a kitchen space. So that makes sense. And they're going to have Asian American classics like orange chicken and beef stir fries and crab rangoons and spring rolls. So Americanized Asian. Food Lab is going to be the next one that's going to open down there, and they're going to have a variety of foods they're going to change because it's in the name. It's a food lab. So in the fall semester, they're going to have a Mexican-style menu with burritos, tacos, and bowls. Rose Market is going to be a market-style grocery store. It was a market-style grocery store that was opened in downtown Lafayette in 2021. They have all sorts of specialty items like gluten-free baked goods, dairy-free, and other gluten-free flavors. So they're going to be bringing in some local businesses and local flavors, and this is something that they touted when they announced this 2 years ago. So it's good to see that they're still trying to do this, and it's not just turning into a bunch of Aramark run stands where you get your pizza over here and your burgers over here. They are trying to get some local in there. We'll see how it goes. Tenders, Love, and Chicken. It's going to be fast food style chicken, and we know that's all the rage right now. There are 29 different chicken restaurants open or opening here in the Lafayette area. They're clearly opening for a reason. People want the chicken, they like the chicken, they want to eat it, so they're bringing in this concept to the Purdue Memorial Union. And then I believe that is all of the new restaurants that are opening. Let's see here. I think the list beyond that, 5 have been replaced. So Atish, any way you slice it, Burgers and Fries, DSJ, Food Lab. Also down there, existing already, is Zen. It's a build-your-own poke rice bowl. Then there's the Requisite Starbucks. Everybody knows what that is. I'm not a coffee fan, so I probably shouldn't comment, but I don't quite understand why people wait in the lines that they do out there. There are so many other options for Starbucks, for coffee. And then Sushi Boss is staying. Like I said, it's going to share its grill. It's going to share its kitchen, rather, with the DSJ Asian Grill. And Sushi Boss, it's right in the name. They're going to have sushi rolls, or you can make it as a rice bowl. And then finally, and the one that's kind of made the most sense to me and is staying, is Walk-On's Sports Bar, is what I've always called it. Here they're calling it Walk-On's Sports Bistro, and it's a Cajun-inspired restaurant and franchise that is owned by Drew Brees and his business partners. And it's a sit-down experience down there. Doesn't surprise me that that's sticking around. So 2 years on, they're changing some restaurant concepts down there. You can take that as a sign of good news or bad news. I think that the concept always allowed for restaurants that were going to come and go. It sounds like maybe they're going to have a few more that are institutional as opposed to local business, but they haven't abandoned the concept altogether. So go give it a try. I believe that they are all open now. And if they're not, they will be open soon. So the Purdue Memorial Union, 5 new food concepts. Something near and dear to my heart. If you know anything about me, you know that our family is hugely involved in Cub Scouts. Both of our boys are in Cub Scouts. My wife and I are both Cub Scout leaders. We are, as a family, we do all sorts of Scout-related things, both with our pack and with our council. If you went anywhere this last weekend, you probably saw Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA scouts out there selling popcorn. That's right. It's the annual fundraising season for Cub Scouts and what you might know as Boy Scouts. Now, everybody knows that Girl Scouts sell cookies. It may not be quite as well known, but Cub Scouts sell popcorn. And what I like to say is we're not selling popcorn. We're asking for your support of Cub Scouts and scouting, and in return, you get a reward of popcorn. So if you're interested in supporting scouting at all, please reach out to me. My information is right here. Shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email, buy some popcorn from my boys, help support scouting. What we do with our pack here, I think, is a really, really cool thing. When we do it with the hard work of all of the families of our pack, that we provide a completely free scouting experience to our entire pack. So when families come and they want the scouting experience for their scouts, they don't have to worry about money. We do this through fundraising. So we will be out at storefronts over the next 2 months. If you see a Cub Scout, if you see a Scouts BSA scout, stop and buy some popcorn. And even if you can't buy some popcorn, stop and say hi. It's really, really disheartening for the kids when people just walk by and pretend that they're not there. Some people even like shade their face. Have a conversation. No's an all right answer. We get that. Not everybody is in a position to be able to support us. A lot of people have supported us already, and they're going to see us again and again and again, and you're going to have to tell us no. That's fine. But say no. Say, have a nice day. Come and have a conversation with the kids. It is as much about that as it is about the money. It's a chance for the kids, for the scouts to be able to develop their skills, to talk to people, to become better at communicating. So I would love if you'd buy from us, but anytime you see a scout out there selling popcorn, buy if you can, donate a little if you can't, and if you absolutely can't do that, stop and have a conversation. We love to talk to you. Our scouts love to talk to you. At the end, you might wish they would stop talking, but that's okay. So please support scouting nationally, and if you're here in the Lafayette area, reach out to me. I would love to talk to you about what we do in scouting, how it helps develops our scouts for their future in life, and all of the great things that come from scouting. I'm really, really passionate about it, so I'd love to talk to you about that, and I'd love to have your support, and my boys would love to have your support. All right, so tonight we are going to do a fun tour through real estate, as we sometimes do. But tonight we're going to change our location a little bit. So I am based, my office is in Tippecanoe County, and my actual office is in West Lafayette. My home is in the county. And we kind of don't have a lot of great language to talk about our area. There's the Lafayette and West Lafayette area, the Lafayette area, the Greater Lafayette is a word that gets thrown around, West Central Indiana, although we're not quite west. There's not a lot of great language to speak about our area, and I always kind of try to figure that out and how I want to speak about that. But here in the Lafayette area, we're surrounded by a ring of 4 or 5 other counties around Tippecanoe County. And just to the north of us is White County, and there are 2 lakes there that are created by dams that were built in the early part of the 20th century, and they've become really recreation hubs for the Lafayette area. Of course, there are people that live up there. There is Monticello up in Lake Schaefer that's centered in Monticello. You might know it because of Indiana Beach. And then just to the south of that is Lake Freeman. And these 2 lakes are created by damming the Tippecanoe River, and they've been there for years. And as a result, there's some really interesting real estate around there because, of course, people want to have their lake homes. So we're going to pop up to White County, which the southern end of White County is about a 3-minute drive from my house, and some of these homes are only about a 15-minute drive from my house, maybe 10 minutes if I was really heavy on the gas pedal, to talk about some other interesting homes. And tonight, we're going to talk about the 3 most expensive homes for sale in August of 2024 in White County. And we're going to start with one. As we've talked about the most expensive homes in Tippecanoe County, I've quite often talked about the fact that $1 million home is really expensive. There's only a handful of those around. And we talk about, $1.2 million, $1.3 million, $1.5 million. Tonight, we're going to talk about a home that is, sit down and wait for it, $5,250,000 $250,000. It is located up on East Schaefer Drive. It's been on the market for about 4 months. That's not surprising at the price tag. You're going to have a pretty specific buyer. It has a total of 6,882 above ground square feet, and the total finished square feet, including finished in the basement, 7,611 square feet. It sits on 160 acres, and it is 27 years old. So let's go on a little photo tour of this home. And first off, I am going to pull up the map. Let me get that zoomed in for you here, and we'll check it out. So here we go. We're zoomed in really tight on it. I'm going to switch to the aerial view. You can see this corner lot, if you will, here. There's a basketball court. There's a carriage house. But let's zoom out to put it in context for its location. It is a little north of Monticello. So I've kind of zoomed out. Let's go back to the road map. So it's north of Monticello and south of Buffalo. Here's Buffalo up here to the north. Here's Monticello down here to the south. Take a minute and hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps us out with YouTube. Hit the notify bell so that you know every time that we're going live with a new At Lafayette Live, and you can check out our library of around 200 videos. This home has 3,000 linear feet of waterfront property, waterfront on Lake Schaefer. There's a sizable pier, a sandy beach. They have a beach volleyball court, a fire pit. In one boathouse, there's a party room, a fully functioning kitchen, a powder room, a wraparound, partially covered deck that overlooks the water, and a barbecue area with gas grills and picnic benches. The main house is New England style. It's got 3 bedrooms and sleeping nooks that can easily sleep 12, 4 full baths, a powder room, a cathedral ceiling great room, 2 stone fireplaces, and then the guest house has another 3 bedrooms that can sleep 11. So let me get the pictures centered up here on my screen. And let's check this amazing, amazing property out. All right, here we go. So yeah, New England Cape Cod style. Look at the stonework on that chimney. The giant wraparound porch. We'll get a look at it. The gardening shed. This is listed as a gardening shed. It has 2 skylights. Look at the dining area on the porch and that waterfront view on the Tippecanoe River. Everything is going to be a superlative here, right? This is the main living room in the main house, in the big house, if you will. I love those timber beams. That's really kind of my style. The dining room with the stone fireplace. So it's a giant house, but when you say that there's only 3 bedrooms with sleeping nooks for 12, it's not like crazy. Here's the primary suite. It's got a reading nook. And it's big and not gigantic. Lots of wood to keep oiled. This is the carriage house that sleeps 11 people. This isn't even the main house. This is the carriage house. And its kitchen. The carriage house kitchen is probably bigger than my kitchen. Living room with a billiard table. And those chandeliers. Primary suite in the carriage house, which is en suite, and it opens up to the patio. The carriage house primary suite. The primary bath, that's en suite, with the dual basin sink, soaking tub, walk-in shower. Just an absolutely stunning piece. Fishing hut interior, they call this, the guest house. This is the guest house. So this is down the boathouse area on the living room. On the river, sorry. The guest house bathroom has a bigger shower than my bathroom. Okay, here's the definition of sleeping nooks. Look at that, built-in bunk beds. That's pretty cool. I gotta zip back to that. I'm sorry. Look, even stairs that go up to the second floor of bunk beds. That's pretty cool. The guest house living room. We're gonna run out of pictures that can really showcase this whole place. The guest house kitchen. So we're into the third kitchen. The bedroom with the bay window that's actually a bed. There's a hot tub for the guest house. The barn. The barn. Can't wait to see what the inside of this looks like. I mean, it's clearly got pasture fenced off. It actually is a barn. Look at those stalls. The barn has a living room. So if we haven't seen enough living rooms in the 3 buildings, here's a 4th one. And a weight room, exercise room. Executive-sized basketball court in the upper level of the barn. Nice. And on top of this, a brand new 2,500 square foot storage shed. I believe the word they're looking for is pole barn. That's not a shed. Of course, the ATVs, the Polaris, don't come with it, I would imagine. There's the boathouse. We saw the inside. There's a little aerial view of it with 2 lifts. The boathouse living room. Maybe we haven't seen the inside of this. I've lost track of the number of buildings that we've seen. This place is a compound. I said 2 boat lifts. I believe that's correct. 2 boat lifts with 3 spots if you've got a narrow enough boat. The fishing hut. On an aerated bass-stocked pond. Pretty cool. Can't beat that view. That's not the river, that's their lake. So there you go. That is what $5,250,000 will buy you in White County, Indiana. What do you think? Who's got a down payment ready to go? 20%, $5 million. So 10% would be 500,000. 20%, just a little north of $1 million. Got some spare change burning a hole in your pocket. Hey, take a minute, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out our library of almost 200 videos about the Lafayette area, about the White County area, about lake homes, about fun things to do here in the area, about road trips, and let us know in the comments below what you'd like to see more of. I'm Geoff Gooch, your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice with the Russell Company, powered by App Properties. And if you're looking for a home here in the Lafayette area or in Monticello, I'd love to help you out. Go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and let me know how I can help you out. All right, let's go on to our next home, perhaps a little more reasonable. Our next home is also up in Monticello, and this one is a bargain compared to the $5,200,000. This one is only $994,900, a bargain at about $5,000 under $1 million, right? This one is been on the market for coming up on 3 weeks. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It has 4,200 finished square feet, 2,300 above ground, 1,800 in the basement. Best views on Lake Schaefer. They've got 103 foot of main lake frontage. All sorts of great features. 2-bay permanent boat lift. Detached garage, 3 lots. And an easement to the lake for an additional $200,000. Let's check out where this one is on the map, and then we'll go on our little tour. Ooh, wrong screen. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Stand by. Here we go. And the correct button this time. All right, so we're going to start again. Zoomed in. Here we go. So we can see the Tippecanoe River right here. Let's check out the aerial view. This one is right close to Indiana Beach. Indiana Beach is right here, so you can see the beach from your property. And we'll zoom out a little bit and put it in context. Here's Monticello right here. So this one is definitely a little closer to town and just a boat ride away from Indiana Beach. Let's go on our tour. Let's see what it looks like. Sorry, getting these pictures lined up so they look good on the stream takes just a little bit of finesse. All right. Here we go. One thing about lake houses is the fronts don't always look the most attractive because the action is on the lakeside, and the lakeside is all about those views. So the outsides of lake houses can be a little deceptive. We were looking at the lakeside view of it. There is the dual lift boat dock. Second floor deck. Well, this is probably the first floor, probably a walkout setup. Yeah, that's definitely a walkout. So the first floor becomes the second floor in the back. Right by the power lines. That wouldn't be too terribly concerning, but, you know, if that's important to you. You can see the garage across the road there. That's a pretty typical setup for these lots. You're not going to waste valuable lakefront space with that. In addition to the garage, the attached garage, not a lot of homes have attached garages on these lake homes. Most of them have the garages where you have to park across the street and trudge across the roads. So that is a great feature. It's got the circle drive there, in and out pretty easily. Again, this is what I was talking about. It's be the front of the house that you drive up to. Not the most attractive thing in the world, but it's all about the lake. Little aerial view to put it in context there. Yep, you can see Indiana Beach in the distance right there, the Ferris wheel, the Cornball Express. Let's get some inside views here. Really focusing on the outside life here. I mean, which is understandable, but close-ups of the boat lifts. Here's the detached garage. It's 36 by 48 detached garage, and 3 lots can be purchased with the house. So apparently you don't have to buy them with the house. Plenty of room inside. Storage, workshop. All right, here we go. Kitchen and dining area. This is up on the main floor where you walk in. Definitely love their oak in the kitchen. Probably could use a little bit of updating there. Some white appliances. That's not exactly all the rage, but you know, it is a lake home, so it's got a couple of islands there and the built-in desk. Living room with carpet, lots of light. You know, you want to see the lake. You got the skylights. Zipping on through, there's the living room with its wall mount. So it's really a big open concept up here on the main floor. Guest bedroom on the main level. I love the note. This guest room was previously utilized as a knitting room and it has a large closet laundry area. That explains all the shelves. I don't know if that's the primary laundry. There's the main bath with the jacuzzi tub. And the stand-up shower. The primary suite. It's got some wallpaper over here. Definitely could use a little bit of updating, but you got lots of space and a palette that you can make it your own. Basement living area with built-ins. So many of these lake homes are all set up, you know, for recreation. You can certainly live out there, but a lot of times it's about having fun out at the lake. What I'm guessing is a gas fireplace there by its setup. Yeah, so what do you think of that one? Bargain compared to $5.2 million at $1 million for a lakefront home. Do you like number one or do you like number two? What's your favorite so far? While you're voting on that, let's go on to number three. This one, another bargain at $994, so only $6,000 off of $1 million. It is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. It has 2,700 above ground square feet, 1,600 in the lower level for total finished square feet of about just under 4,400 square feet. It was built in 2007. It is also on Lake Freeman. So we were on Lake Schaefer. We were up on the Tippecanoe River. Then we moved south to Lake Schaefer. And now we're moving further south to Lake Freeman. Let's put this guy on the map. And I'll show you exactly where that is. So here we are. Let's go into the satellite view first as we do. And we can see that it's right here. You're a little away from the water. I'm going to zoom out. Yeah, it's a little on the north end, so I'm going to go back to the road map. It says that this one is on Lake Freeman, and that is a true-ish statement, but Lake Freeman is formed by the dam down here, and this is the main part of the lake. It really kind of turns back into river at this point here, and from here up to the dam, up to Norway Dam. So it's not an untrue statement, but you're not on the primary body of the lake. You are very much on the river, but you're also much, much closer to town. So that could be a feature for you. All right, let's go take our tour. Let me pull the pictures up. And away we go. I do love the log cabin style of this one here. You can see for yourself. Got the steep drop off down to the river there. But if you like log cabin style, this one's for you. You got 498 feet of shoreline on the lake / river. You can get to the main body of the lake. It's just a little bit of a hike from here. A little bit of gas to get down there. So, you know. If you're into sailboats, you can't get under some of the bridges. Definitely putting this one in perspective for where it's at in relation to town, which is right over here. And then the actual lake is down this way, down south. All right, let's look at the house. Here we go. 3-car garage. Porch with the wooden door. Love it. Lots of log cabin features on the inside. Look at the half log steps. Those are pretty cool. Over here. Looking down the open beam look. Lots of light coming in through the windows. Insert for the fireplace. So that's going to be a wood-burning fireplace there. The eat-in kitchen, the bar with the counter. I love the cutout here on the railing, the metalwork, or that might be glass, I'm not sure there. The bear standing there in the corner, that's cute. Definitely log cabin vibes going on here. Gas burners on the stove, modern sink. What do you think? What's your favorite one so far? Do you like this one or do you like one or two? Let me know in the comments. If you're watching this on the recording, if you're watching this live, let me know in the chat. I think this is down on the basement most likely. Got another, oh, this is a gas fireplace. You can see the gas line going into it right there. Big open area for a game room, rec room, den area. Again, back up in the main living room. Out on the back deck. Some mixed up orders of pictures here, but that's okay. Looks like a TV nook over here is probably what I'd make of that. Haven't seen the... Oh, this is the downstairs kitchen. We saw the gas burners upstairs. It's electric burners downstairs. So if one of you likes to cook on gas, you can cook up. And if the other likes to cook on electric, you can cook down. The 4-poster bed. I imagine you can make an offer for the furniture to stay. It's really kind of part of the room. It really fits so well. Kitchen with the kitchen. Bath with the soaker tub. Oh, and was that a copper? Yeah, copper basin sink. That's a nice touch. Really fits the theme of the house. Sliding door out onto the porch from the bedroom. This is what I'm guessing is the secondary, one of the secondary bathrooms. Love the light fixtures and the silhouettes of the bears and the trees. Yep, this is definitely a secondary bedroom. They've done a great job with the decor in this house. Of all the homes that we've looked at, this one might be the best for having one through line of thought on the entire interior design process. Here's the garage, the 3-car garage with several freezers and fridges and a Corvette. Corvette doesn't come with the house. You can get your own. So there you go. That is 3 homes for sale. The 3 most expensive homes for sale in White County here in August of 2024. Which one did you like best? The $5.2 million one north of town, or one of the $995,000 homes just under $1 million, a little closer to town? One close to one close to Indiana Beach, and one close just outside the town of Monticello. I tell you what, I would vote for number 1. That log cabin style, just really my style, but I know that's definitely not for everybody. So let me know what your favorite is in the comments. Take a minute, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll hit the right button here. Hit the like and subscribe button so you're notified of all the videos that go up on the channel. We have all sorts of interesting information about fun homes in White County, giant lake homes, giant homes over by the creek, over by Wildcat Creek here in Tippecanoe County in the Lafayette area, fun homes in walking distance to Purdue University, fun shopping and dining, road trips, just all sorts of information, everything you need to know about Lafayette. Go check out the LafayetteReal.com. That's my website with everything Lafayette, West Lafayette, Tippecanoe County, West Central Indiana, and Indiana in general that you need to know. And if you're looking for a home here in the Lafayette area, I would love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. Please go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and let me know how I can help you out. All of my contact information is right here below. my phone number where you can call or text me, my email address, and if you scan the QR code right here, all that information will load up into into your phone so that you can reach out to me directly. Thank you so much for joining me for At Lafayette Live here on Monday. It means the world to me that you choose to spend your Monday evenings with me, finding out about all the cool things going on here in the Lafayette area. I hope you'll join me again next week for our next edition of At Lafayette Live. And until then, have a great week.